In this first video, I'm gonna create the first part of the design that I've shown you before. And this first part is the header. Now, this design will have three areas that we will have to work on. And the first part is the header, as I said before. The second part is the content area. And the third part is the footer area. Now, in this first video, I'm just gonna create only the header and the layout of the header. So let's do that by going to the file, a new option, and you have to check and choose the US paper preset. Now I'm choosing this because I had to create this for an American company, so it's kind of obvious that I use the American preset. So, but if you want to change it, you can do that. You can change the width, the height, the color mode, the bitrate if you want to, or even the background color. If you want it to be transparent, you can do that too. But I'm gonna stick with the white color. So after you have selected all this, you can hit OK. And now, as you can see, we have a blank white paper. And as you can see on the right side, we have the layers. Now, the layers are very important, and we are gonna come back to the layers. But now, let's just create our header. And to create a header, I'm gonna use a rectangle tool. Now, you can access it by clicking down here on this icon, or you can hit the U hotkey as well. And if you go down here and hit the right mouse button, you can select from various kinds of tools and shapes. I'm gonna use the rectangle tool because this is the proper shape for this header. So let's go and create our little header. Now, if you drag your mouse, you can create a rectangle, and you can set the details of the rectangle as well. To change the color, I'm gonna use the hexadecimal code for the color, and to do that you can click on this icon here, and down at the right bottom you can change the hexadecimal code for the color. And I'm gonna use a grayish color in the header. The hexadecimal code for the color is F7, F7, and F7. And you can hit OK. But if you want to change the color, you can drag this little circle and just choose the right color that you want. But I'm gonna go with the F7, F7, and F7 because it has a really nice, clean look to it. If we are gonna finish the product, you will see it. So let's hit OK. And now there is not much difference between the two colors, but there is, I can tell. So if you look closely, you can see the difference. Now I'm gonna create another rectangle because I want to give it a little professional look to it. And I want a line, a little line, which will be red. So let's do that. So let's create another rectangle and drag it over here. And let's change the color of that rectangle too. Now this will be a bit more complicated hexadecimal code. And this time it will be B13235. Now this color is featured in the logo as well, so this is why I picked this color. And it's really important that you make sure that the colors that you use in your design is in harmony with the logo that you are using and that you have to use. So this way I'm in harmony with the logo that I'm gonna use. The thing that I have to take care of right now is to make sure that both of the rectangles use the preset height that I have to use and I want to use. So in this case, I'm going to use a height of 450 pixels for the big rectangle. So I have to align it. And to align it, I have to use the Move tool and select the actual rectangle. And I'm going to drag it down. As you can see, this little ruler tool or guideline can help you align things accordingly to the end of the work area and other elements of the design. So it's really useful. So I'm gonna use this height. I think that's enough for us. And we have to set the second rectangle's height as well, because I think it's a bit too much. So to do that, you click on the second rectangle's layer, you hit U, or click on this icon here, and you can access the options for that rectangle and change the height to actually 22 pixels and hit V for the move tool and drag it down to the top. And now, as you can see, the little rectangle not gonna take up too much space from the actual header, but it's still there and it still looks good. So it's more elegant this way. And the final touch that we have to make is we have to implement a separator in the header and the actual content area to make it more separate and make it stand out more. So to do that, I'm gonna use and I'm gonna import this help shadow down separator that I get from a website, and you can download it from the resource folder as well. So to do that, I'm just gonna simply drag and drop it here. And as you can see, this is our separator. We have to drag it up to the bottom of the header and hit enter. And now, as you can see, the header is now nicely separated from the content area, which is, I think, quite nice, and it gives a quite good look to the actual design. And in the future, we will use this separator for separating elements of the design, such as the header from the content area from the footer, and other elements inside the header, the content area and the footer area. So it's very useful and helpful to use separators in your designs. In this video, I'm gonna call it an end right now, and in the next video, I'm gonna actually give some content to the header. That is the logo, the slogan, and the headline for the product line card. So see you in the next video.